country happenings in Boone's embrace. Graystone Lodge with its gentle grace. Concierge level service so fine in the heart of mountains where trees align.
Good morning, okay, and 8:34. It's time for a great segment of the week of High Country Happenings, where we get an inside look at the High Country thanks to Graystone Lodge, Gray, GraystoneLodge.com. Beautiful boutique hotel located in Boone, North Carolina. Highway 105, conveniently located too. You know, they have this whole scavenger map thing for the summertime to be able to do all kinds of stuff.
All the different locations you can stop and visit. I think there were like 50 locations.
All over the place. Katie Jo, how far are you into the scavenger hunt adventure for the summertime up there?
Good morning. I have not started the scavenger hunt yet.
You've probably visited every location on that map, if I had to guess, over your lifetime of being a Boone native. Yes. So this time of year, I mean, it's got to be crisp air this morning out there, beautiful green all across the mountain landscape at this point. What's the feeling like for you this time of year, knowing that, it's summertime?
It's just so wonderful. You're right. It is green. I was actually in Vegas for a conference last week, and I was like, wow, it's just such a different world over there. I was so happy to return and just see how green it is up here and just how wonderful, everything is up here in Boone. It's just the weather's always perfect.
A lot of outdoor adventures can take place there in the High Country. One that's pretty popular, I would say, during the summertime, Grandfather Mountain. That's got to be a nice trip. How many times have you done the Mile High Bridge, Katie?
Oh, I do it a couple times a year, really. I love going up to Grandfather Mountain. It's one of my favorite things. It's just such a wonderful place to visit, and I love seeing all the animals and seeing all the views and things, and just even all the educational exhibits they have up there. I mean, even though, I've been here my whole life, I still love learning about, all of the different flora and fauna up here and all of the different species and things that especially are just local to Grandfather Mountain in specific as well.
The cool thing, too, is that when you stay at Graystone Lodge, you can get deals on things. And Grandfather Mountain being one of those places where you can get some discounted tickets. But you've got other local partners up there for even the more extreme. Not to say that a Mile High Bridge isn't extreme, but for some, maybe they want even more adventure. Wahoo's Adventures is open up for the season. I mean, that's got to be for the guests that choose to go and hang out with Wahoo's when they stay at Graystone. They got to have a great time, if I had to guess.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
Oh, of course. There's a couple of different things you can do with Wahoo's. You can do tubing, kayaking, or whitewater rafting. So I prefer, the tubing, the more calm, going down the river. But for those more adventure seekers, the whitewater rafting is also fun as well. And it's just so great because, they you don't have to worry about, bringing an extra car and having a pickup. They do everything for you. They've got the tubes, they've got the buses. You just show up and you just get on the river.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Now, you need some place to get some good food, too, after that. And a lot of the downtown businesses include restaurants there in Boone, North Carolina. There are some great ones out there. I don't know why. It's kind of weird, Katie Jo. This might be a me thing. You tell me if it's you as well. But typically on Thursdays, I start thinking about Sloppy Joe's a little bit more. I don't know why. I don't know what the connection is, Katie Jo. And again, this might just be me. But Thursdays, I start thinking about Sloppy Joe's.
So, yeah, it's not just you.
Yeah, it's almost the weekend. You start thinking about, what fun things you're going to do and what fun meals you're going to eat. And Sloppy Joe at Phys Ed is definitely a good option. And, all these places downtown have live music and stuff happening on the weekends as well. So it's really just a fun time for everybody. You can look on Lost Province, one of our partners. They have live music on Fridays and Saturdays. And Phys Ed, you can always check their Instagram. They have so many events happening. They've got, country jams and things like that. Just really fun time all the time there.
And plenty to do across the entire High Country area. There's events going on every single week, and there's a few things happening here. Beech Mountain's open, but it's not for snow. What's going on at Beech Mountain, Katie?
Yeah, so people always forget that Beech Mountain and Sugar Mountain, they both have things that are happening not just during the winter time. So they actually have mountain bike riding up on Beech Mountain, so you can ride all day with a full day ticket, or you can grab a 4-hour flex and start anytime you want. And you can also do a scenic ride up to the Sky Bar up there. So I think right now they're doing just for $20, you can take a scenic ride up on the chairlift, which I think is so much fun. It's a really, relaxing time to just sit on the chairlift and just take in the views from, these ski slopes that typically you would only be on during the wintertime, but now everything's so green and beautiful and warm.
I think that's great. I think that's a very cool opportunity if you're into mountain biking. That's very awesome.
Very nice.
You got the rhododendron ramble going on right now too at Grandfather Mountain. So this is part of the southern card, I would imagine here, part of that scavenger hunt. What's going on here, Katie Jo?
Yeah, so the rhododendrons, they're only, blooming for a little bit out of the year, which I love the rhododendrons so much. They're so beautiful. They're everywhere, and they're such a vibrant color. And you can take a daily short guided stroll, and it highlights Grandfather Mountain's rhododendron species and blooms. And you can kind of learn about their history and things like that. It's an easygoing walk. It's about 20 minutes, and it's kind of for everybody. So that's going to be May 29th through June 1st. So you can go ahead and take in all those beautiful views of those rhododendrons while they're in full bloom.
You mentioned the music that comes out of the high country, and there is a lot of it.
Yes, there is.
And music in the Valle Crucis is where that one's going down. And tell us about that one, Katie Jo.
Yes, I've been going to music in the Valley since I was, in middle school. It's been happening for a very long time, and I'm actually, from the Valley Crucis area, and it's such a wonderful thing. They've got, the live music, and it's usually, more bluegrassy, folk, mountain music. And they have food trucks there as well sometimes. I think the ham shop that typically parks at the Graystone, they're there sometimes as well. It's wonderful. You're right there in the valley, so you've got all these views of the trees above you and things like that. But the park is a wonderful park. It's got a couple of different playgrounds and basketball courts, and even access to the river as well, which is wonderful.
A cool concept that kind of is everywhere, wherever there's an agriculture scene, and there certainly is one in Boone, the Watauga Farmers Market. I mean, there's got to be some, not even just the produce, probably some art and some craft. I would imagine just a lot going on there at that farmers
really
market.
Good stuff.
What's it like?
Oh, it's so much fun. So it's on Saturdays from 8 to noon. The Watauga County Farmers Market, it's located at where Horn in the West is, at Daniel Boone Park. So it's just like you walk through and you just kind of get a taste of the high country. You've got local produce, fresh cut flowers. There's food trucks there where you can have a little bit of brunch, and kind of just explore the Daniel Boone Gardens right there as well. It's just really fun and a good way to support all of our local businesses up here, whether buying art or produce or things like that.
We're big fans of equestrian as well here in the Lake Norman area. And so there's actually an equestrian event taking place, the Blowing Rock Charity Horse Show. And this one going down June 5th through the 8th. Can you share more information about that one?
Yes, that's going to be at the Broyhill Equestrian Preserve in Blowing Rock. And it's a charity horse show that has glitz and glam that lasts all weekend. And there's classes like the 3 and 5 gated open championships. There's a fine harness division, roadster classes. There's so much, happening with equestrian. So if you're into, the equestrian scene and watching the horse show and learning more all about that, it's a lot of fun. And it's only $10 per day. And children under 12 are free. So bring your children and let them see some wonderful horses.
Again, one of just the many activities that takes place.
So many activities
across the high country, and even more the opportunity with the local partnerships that Graystone's got. GraystoneLodge.com. That's GRAY. GraystoneLodge.com. Under there too, there's a blog as well for planning the trip. And Katie Jo, planning the trip involves, okay, we got to have a place to put our head at night because we're tired. We want to know the cool things to do all around the high country, maybe some events going on, things like that. You obviously are going to have restaurants you're going to go out to and visit. But here's the thing with my family, Katie Jo. In the morning, while we like the idea of getting going and getting out the door, sometimes that takes a little bit longer.
Right.
And our bellies simultaneously get a little hungry. Greystone Lodge makes it easy because of the continental breakfast that exists right downstairs. That's absolutely delicious. Please share. How is it today?
It is absolutely delicious. Always complimentary for our guests. We serve a couple of local products as well, like Stick Boy bagels and breads, and Hatchet Coffee all the time in our lobby. It's till 10 a.m. every day. So if you're having that, little lazy start to the day when you're on vacation and you wake up and it's a little bit later, you can head on down to breakfast at the Graystone.
Katie Jo, Graystone Lodge, GRAY, GraystoneLodge.com. Beautiful boutique hotel located in Boone, North Carolina. Download the WSIC News app, get a 15% standing discount, but there are always deals usually going on there at Graystone as well. So when you call, be sure to ask. GraystoneLodge.com, GRAY. Katie Jo, looking forward to chatting with you next week.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks, Katie Jo.
Country nights and the fire's burning warm. Graystone Lodge welcomes all who come round the door. Concierge service, they know what you need. In Boone you'll find peace, let your worries recede.